Look a second, Shulchan Aruch Yoreh De'ah, Siman Chavchet, Seif Bet. Good morning, Chodesh Tov. Yaakov, Chodesh Tov. Yaakov is learning from Yerushalayim. Look at Larry, Yoreh De'ah, Shulchan Aruch Yoreh De'ah, Siman 28, Seif Bet. Sammy wanted to know yesterday. The mitzvah of Chalai was mafrish for the fair, almost mafrish. Look at Seif Bet. Chayav levarech kodem shichaseh. After you slaughter a chicken or a chaya or a deer, you have to make a bracha before you cover the blood. Asher gidishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al kisui dam be'afar. Okay, you realize this is a very unique bracha. Why do I have to mention be'afar? Yeah. Anyway, look at the Ramah, Sammy. This is what the person told you. Look at the next page, Sammy. מי ששחט פעם ראשון מברך שהחיינו על הכיסוי.
Where are you seeing this?
This is the Ramah, סימן 28, סעיף ב', the Ramah. First I read the Shulchan Aruch, that you have to make the bracha על כיסוי אדם. And the second is, whoever slaughtered first time any covers, he connects the two because the two go together. We'll see in a minute. מברך שהחיינו על כיסוי אדם. Sammy told us a few months ago, in the back, סימן כ"ח. This is two on Shulchan Aruch together. We are looking at the Shulchan Aruch, סימן כ"ח, סעיף ב', it's page ל"ד. So the Chodesh Tov, the Ramah says, when you slaughter the first time and you cover for the first time, you say שהחיינו only on the כיסוי אדם, אבל לא על השחיטה. Why? The mazik laberiya. Even though you are permitted and you have an obligation to slaughter if you choose to eat meat, but the shechiyanu goes only on kisui adam because it's the first time.
Is that why we don't make shechiyanu on a Brit? This kind of concept right here, because it's mazik labriya?
Dome. Look now in the middle of the shach. Look at the shach here. Umatzati barokeh. Look in the middle. Umatzati barokeh. Look in the middle, right? Umatzati barokeh. Rokeach is 800 years ago. Our topic is when you fulfill a mitzvah for the first time. A woman lights candles for the first time. The first time in your life you put a tefillin. Do you say shechiyanu or not? Ramah says the first time you cover the blood, you have to say shechiyanu. Umatzati barokeach siman shinayin aleph. Kol mitzvah she'al adam la'asot velo asa. Any mitzvah that you are commended, הוא מתחנך לכתחילה. This is the key phrase here. מתחנך לכתחילה. Look a second here. הוא מתחנך לכתחילה. צריך לברך שהחיינו. והביא ראיה, I mentioned it yesterday. Listen to this. The Gemara says in Menachot, היה עומד ומקריב מנחות בירושלים, and the Kohen for the first time is bringing the korban, so he brings a mincha called minchat chavitim. Kohen gadol has to offer it every day. Kohen idiot, it's called minchat chinuch. היה עומד ומקריב מנחות בירושלים, אומר שהחיינו שנתחנך לעבודת הזמן. So here is the source. The Gemara says in Menachot, the Kohen offers the korban for the first time. It makes him, so to say, a Kohen. So the same logic would apply with Tefillin. The same logic would apply by mezuzah. Let's see. ואפשר, says the Shach, this is 300 years ago, על זה סמכו לברך בכיסוי. This is the source to say ברכת שהחיינו, as Sam did a few weeks ago, the Rama says to say שהחיינו. אבל, says the Shach, and this is the reason that most of us never heard about this bracha, except in a wedding because it's part of the ceremony, אבל צריך עיון לפי זה. המים לא מברכים בציצית ותפילין, how come the first time you put tefillin in your life, you didn't say שהחיינו? Logically, it's a קושיה חדש.
No, talet, yes.
No, but it's in
First time you put on talet.
a tzitzit, we'll talk in a minute.
Well, there's a difference, you're saying.
In a minute. No, he's asking. ושאר מצוות שמתחנכים בהן. וכן, אין מברכים שהחיינו על קידושי אישה או נישואיה. At your wedding, you're not saying שהחיינו, כמו שכתב מעריק שורש קכ"ח, וכן המזוזה, רק המזוזנה, רק התפילינה. Of course, in a minute, we'll need an answer for it in a minute. אלא על כורכך, you have to say that the reason why we don't say שהחיינו on all the above, ספירה לנו, ואפילו במצווה שמתחנכים בה, even if it's the mitzvah that you're fulfilling the first time in your life, אין מברכים שהחיינו כל זמן שאין זמנה קבוע. You have a set time, סוכות. וכדעת התוספות והר"ן והרשב"א. Second.
So when do you have to do the menachot then? Is the menachot a separate time?
Wait. Look at the next two lines. ומפרשים, העיד המקריב מנחות, how come the Gemara says that the Kohen does say, כמו שכתבו התוספות והרשב"א בחידושיו עם ברכות, והיו כ"ד משמרות לכהנים 24, ואין מתחדשות יותר מבית פעמים בשנה. You didn't serve more than twice a year by the rotation. וכיוון שיש להם זמן קבוע, מברך שהחיינו. So again, the Rama says yes. The Shach brings the rokeach, then he wonders. Now look a second, in the edition I gave you, you have a commentary, Sam, look here. On the left, Tzvila Tzadik, you see?
Yeah.
Tzvila Tzadik. I don't think you have it. It's Tzvila Tzadik, listen what he says. מברך שהחיינו, עד בציצית ותפילין, ולי נראה, הירסם, כיוון שתפילין מתחנך בעודו קטן, everyone starts to put tefillin a week before, a month before. My grandson, Sunday, a month before. בעודו קטן, כי דאמרינן בסוכה, קטן שיודע לשמור תפילין, אביו מחנכו. In the time of the Gemara, at the age of 9, 10, if the kid knows how to keep himself clean, you have to buy him tefillin. וכן בציצית. Children are putting tzitzit much earlier. אם כן, איך יתקנו חז"ל לקטן שיברך שהחיינו? If you're starting already at a young age,
It's really not so new.
this is what they say, ואחר כך, the answer is if you start to fill in 2 years before the bar
It's like everyday
mitzvah,
thing. It's
what do you
routine
say
around
about
it.
mitzvah שהחיינו? You did already 2 years ago.
At age 9.
Right.
You do it at age 9?
He's not chayav anyway. And when he comes 2 years later, a month later, he's already doing it.
No, we're saying the boys were doing it at age 9 already. By the time they got to 13, it was too soon.
Let's see. Let's continue a second. Let's see a minute. ואין זה עוד דבר חדש עליו. It's not new for him. ואם כן, לא דמה כלל לחינוך עבודה when the Kohen starts his service, שבגדלות מתחנך. The Kohen did not practice a half a day before his time because the עבודה is פסול. So when was the first time he did it? When he was definitely mature adult, trained to do it, yes? ובשביל זה, now he says, how about a guy that starts to put the tefillin exactly the day 13? ובשביל זה, אפילו מי שמתחיל בתפילין אחרי י"ג שנה, let's say a guy is about תשובה, a guy will see whatever, yes? He says, מכל מקום, לא פלוג אבוד רבנן בתקנתן, the תקנה was this type of mitzvot that you did not practice before, you did?
It's on the mitzvah, not on the item itself. So somebody buys new tefillin. So isn't it on the item?
Take now,
Like
let's take the Mishnah Berurah, take this.
What? It's interesting because you buy a new talet, you would say shehiyanu. So you buy a new pair of tefillin, would just say
You're buying a suit you make, you're buying a car you make.
tefillin. No.
So talet, you're not making a mitzvah.
Why? Because it's a man kavua, you said.
We are talking now about putting
So
a
it's a
garment for the
garment.
first
So
time.
tefillin is not a garment. Is that the point?
Let's put,
Sorry.
let's open Shulchan Aruch Siman Chavbet.
Rabbi, you confused us.
Okay.
As usual. Let's see what you.
No, that's us. We're the ones that have the problem.
I'm confused. Let's see if you can save us. Let's see if you can save us.
Whatever you did for the last 60 years, continue. The question was only why. Yes? He didn't confuse you on anything. He told us that you make a brachan to see Adam. The question is why this and not others.
He also
And whoever told him to do it, do the Rama. In the big picture, since you are Sfaradim, let's read Shulchan Aruch that tells you not to say, yeah? Siman Chavbet, yes? קנה טלית, סימן כ"ב in שולחן ערוך, yes? קנה טלית ועשה בו ציצית. Many people buy the garment and they put the tzitzit themselves. מברך שהחיינו. This is what you do at the wedding, yes? Why? זה לא גרע מכלים חדשים. What is it telling you? You know why you say שהחיינו? Not because of the mitzvah of tzitzit. Because you have a new garment. It says openly when you do a new mitzvah, don't say shechiyan. Not to confuse, don't say shechiyan on a new mitzvah. We saw the opinions, yes. His question was why someone told him to do it. Those who were said to say it, rely on the Rama, Chanuka. No, but כשי אדם אמר לך לא לעשות, כשי אדם. אשכנזי היה. I'm sorry,
but we've been in the Shechianu for a while. I'm going back to my first question for a week ago. If I did not have a menorah and the holiday of
you will say tonight Shechianu.
on the holiday.
Yes.
I have no menorah.
Okay, it's a machlok, it's a safek brachot.
I have no menorah.
So we read on the first day that it's a machloket, and since people like to wave the flag of Safek Brachot L'Akel, do not say Shechiyan, unless you like the second one.
He has no ability.
Sukkot is told.
He has no ability.
By Sukkot, it's Chag HaSukkot. There's no Chag Chanuka. Chag Chanuka is for children with flag and dreidel, yes? Chanuka Sameach. Chag is if you have a korbanot, yes? The day of Chanukah, Pesach. Sukkot, look at Mishnah Berurah. Look at the Mishnah Berurah. Look at the Mishnah Berurah Bet. He explains the Shulchan Aruch. Mishnah Berurah Bet. Shulchan Aruch says the reason why you say Shechiyanu and the Tareh, the לא גרע מכלים חדשים, אבל אין מברך סם. You see on the bottom same. Look at the bottom same. Previous page on the bottom. אבל אין מברך שהחיינו על המצווה כיוון שאינו בא בזמן לזמן. As we read in the שח, סימן כ"ח, yes? Go to the next page. לפי זה, אם עשה ציצית בבגד שהיה לו בכפר, יהיה the garment from before. אך שלא היה בו ציצית מעולם. היה the full core garment. It says, אין צריך לברך שהחיינו. Only when you buy it for you, it's a new garment. Now, to be honest, Sam, says the biur halacha, long biur halacha. Look at biur halacha here, biur halacha.
You say that we're doing it for
We're doing it only because it's a new garment.
but it doesn't have any value. Like, why don't you do it on an expensive sweater?
Many people do that.
You buy a new jacket. You buy a new jacket or coat.
He had in mind in Yan, an old rabbi that was a rebbe of a feisty.
What about a new car? What about a new car?
When I got my new car, first I opened the door. For me, a car is not something I buy every 2 years.
I don't buy cars. Yeah, you lease it. It's not even a car.
So
It's not
Rabbi
my fault.
Feinstein's neighbor told us in shul in front of everyone. His wife, the rabbis, and Rabbi Feinstein went to buy a new table for the table. It was too big, so they had to call a carpenter to take it apart and him. And Rabbi Feinstein says, of course, I said Shechianu. The minute
The thing-
Rabbi Feinstein, he's not talking about mahogany, 12 feet. Wherever he bought it, yeah? Everything that makes you happy. For me, this made you happy ever?
It made his wife happy,
Well, they
made
say
him
you
happy,
cannot
right?
say concert or something.
What about if you buy a new sefer? In your case, Rabbi Prague, in your case, what if you buy a new sefer, a new shas?
If you're happy, of course you have to make the same as yeah.
What happens if you buy a new
Today, the piece of garment is a chewing gum. You throw it, you buy a new one.
Rabbi Prague? What about a new shas?
You only have.
What about if you bought a new shas?
New what?
New shot.
Shas. You buy Sfarim. It's a good question. I'll check it.
What's the criteria? Make you happy?
That's what I'm saying.
The garment makes you happy. Okay,
Kelly,
tomorrow.
Kelly.
Okay, so tomorrow we'll look at Reish Chavchet.
That's why you have it on all the Yom Tovim, because
But remember, Sam, this is the two sources. I have Masechet Sukkah. Leave this to Safon. Yes. But I'm sure you can bring it. You know, it's near the steps on the other side.
None of them. Oh, no, I know where it is. I know where it
This
is.
morning, not with the
Rabbi Prague,
Puke says, as you go up to the steps on the other side, go straight down, you see many of
Rabbi Prague,
Downstairs.
Rabbi Prague for a second. Rabbi-
you know, the beauty of this, the two and the Shulchan Aruch. I have to run.
I just want to tell you, unfortunately, 10 soldiers were killed today. I don't know if you know.
Wow.
Including two officers, two high-level officers.
That's why I want you to know, before you run to school, you should know.
I'm going to
One
tell
big
the
ambush.
class. Big ambush.
What happened? They went in and then they trapped, so the rescue team came in to get